you now have the possibility. If you're a guy, you can make female vocals. And if you're a female, you can make guy vocals. Like, is it just me or is this fucking crazy? Hello guys, I'm finally back. A few of you have been asking me if I'm dead. I think I'm alive. But I just had a lot to do in school. And now I've taken 2 weeks off, and now I'm back. There is one thing with AI that has been grabbing my attention lately. And that is all of these voice changers. You've all seen the memes on TikTok with Joe Biden and Donald Trump and Obama playing Minecraft together. It's funny as hell, but does it have any real-world application? Well, I'm about to blow your minds. So we're inside FL Studio. This is a little test project that I have. This is my voice.
Time. We're running out of time.
This is my voice ran through an AI algorithm thing.
Time, we're running out of time.
Like, is it just me or is this fucking crazy?
Time, we're running out of time. Hide, don't stop to look back, there's no time to fight. Oh no.
I also have this version.
Time, we're running out of time. Hide, don't stop to look back, there's no time to fight. Oh no.
And we also have The Weeknd.
Time, we're running out of time. Hide, don't stop to look back, there's no time to fight. Oh no.
I mean, we've all seen the Drake AI thing by now. So we know that if you want to put Drake on a beat that you've made, that's entirely possible. But if you want to put The Weeknd on your pop track, then you can do that. It's absolutely crazy. I will show you how to do it in this video. So I use 2 websites. This one I found on TikTok, and also Lalals that actually reached out to me. So I have affiliate links for both of these sites. If you want to try it out for yourself, I will link them in the description. I earn like a very small commission. Musicfy, they have these general artists or these general voice models. There's also an ability to train your own AI voice. But Lalals, they have like celebrity voice models. They have so many voices. They also have like Donald Trump and Barack Obama and stuff like that if you want to do some memes. So this voice
Time, we're running out of time.
is the Tate McRae model on Lalals. And this one
Time, we're running out of time.
is the Nina voice model from Musicfy. Honestly, I'm very impressed with Musicfy's quality on their models. Like, there's so little artifacts. It's actually insane. Whatever, let's just get into it. I'll show you how it's done. I'm just gonna record something very quick. We'll go into a new project in FL Studio. What do? We can just drag in a loop from Guitar Sessions Volume 2. We'll just do this one. And we will sing something very basic on top of this. This is my writing process, okay? I'm sorry, it's very cringe. It's hard to do this while on camera. Let's have some lyrics. Very generic. You take me higher than I've ever felt before. We are the fighters that will never... Okay. It's also in the morning, so I will have a hard time singing this. But the lyrics are, you take me higher than... you take me higher than I've ever felt before. We are the fighters that will never give it up. Whoa, oh, oh. So I'm gonna try to record something that... It can sound like shit, honestly. It's almost better if it sounds like shit. Sitting down, I woke up an hour ago. My voice is like all trembling already, just speaking. So this will be incredibly hard to sing. You take me higher than I've ever felt before. We are the fighters that will never give it up. Oh, oh, oh. Woo! First take. Honestly, we'll just keep it that way because it's better if it's like a bit bad. I'm just gonna leave it completely unprocessed, the only thing I'll do is I'll add an auto-tune. So it sounds like this raw. You take me higher than I've ever felt before. We are the fighters that will never give it up. Oh, oh, oh. I'm cringing so hard at this. It's probably not that bad, but... So we'll just export this the way it is. We can upload that file to Musicfy first. Here we have it, and then we can try... So I really like the Nina one. I don't know if a guy's voice would fit better or a girl's voice. So we can try to do like maybe the Dorian one. We can just keep it on demo quality because it's honestly better than the master one. We click remix. It just takes a few seconds, and then you have it down here. We'll click download. This is what it sounds like, completely raw.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before. We are the fighters that will never give it up. Oh, oh,
oh. So the vocal on itself.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
You can hear some artifacts in there. I would say in general, this Dorian model that I used for this one has a little bit more artifacts than the Nina model, the female one that I really like.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
Like honestly, if you mix that in with this guitar here.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
And that was take one of my original voice. Like if I would actually warm up my voice maybe, really try to make it sound as good as possible from the start, and then go through the model changing thing, it would probably at least sound a little bit better. But it does have some artifacts. It kind of sounds like if you have one of these mics and you have like a cloud lifter, like a gain booster, and it's like a little bit janky, you can sometimes get exactly this kind of artifacts on top.
You take me high.
It's like a little hiss. I'm sure you can remove that like somehow with some kind of plugin, or at least make it sound a little bit better. But that was the Dorian model from Musicfy. Now let's go to Lalals, and we can try, I don't know which one would be best. Maybe The Weeknd, honestly. We could just try that one. Alright, here we go. We can take a listen.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
Not a great model for that kind of singing. I want to try something else. Let's try Ed Sheeran. That's the thing. Like, you have to sort of know what model you're gonna use to begin with, and then sing in a way that you think will fit that model the best. So it takes like quite a lot of trial and error to get it to sound good.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
That one sounds okay. We can also do a Tate McRae version, and we'll see how it handles my lower register when I'm singing my low register high, if that makes sense. And I'm not singing in falsetto, I believe it's called. When you sing like this.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
Yeah, so since I'm singing in my lower register, she is also singing in her lower register, and I don't think the model is trained on like her lower register, if that makes sense. So I would have to like sing in falsetto for this to work like really well.
We are the fighters that will never give it up. Oh.
You can hear when I go up almost in falsetto, it sounds a lot better over here. And all these models will have different artifacts, you know, depending on how they were trained, on what material they were trained on. So they will all be of different quality, and they will all have like different artifacts and different pros and cons to them that you will kind of have to work around as best you can. But we have the Ed Sheeran one. So this is what the Ed Sheeran one sounds like, completely dry from Lalals.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
Also some artifacts there on the top. We can link it to track 3, the same one as this one. We'll see what happens.
You take me higher than I've ever felt before. You take me higher than I've ever felt before. We are the fighters that will never give it up.
Sounds okay, honestly. This is just the surface. I've been testing and like doing some trial and error stuff over the past few weeks, really. And I have to say, the results are very varied. But once you do some testing yourself, you kind of see what works and what doesn't work and what you have to change in order to get like the best results possible. Most of all, it's really fun to play around with. And you can get some insane results. Like, you can get some really crazy results. And the biggest thing for me is I've always had a thing for like female vocals. And they're so hard to come by, like good female vocals. Soundle has some really good packs, but like Splice, everything is so overused. You now have the possibility, if you're a guy, you can make female vocals. And if you're a female, you can make guy vocals. Guy vocals? That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. And maybe it's not perfect, but like in the context of a whole mix, it could sound pretty good. I've been planning on making a vocal sample pack for over a year. I've been writing some stuff, you know, on and off and recording quite a lot myself. But with this technology, I don't know, like, would it be weird to like sell a sample pack that has like AI voices? Because you could do that yourself. It's a little bit weird, but I guess it's kind of the same as a sample pack. You could just make the samples yourself, but you choose not to. It's easier to buy a sample pack from someone that knows what they're doing. Like, the songwriting is the biggest part, I guess. So let me know what you would think of that. Would it be weird if I like sold you a sample pack with vocals that you could theoretically make yourself? As long as the quality is good, I don't really see the problem, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I'd also love to hear your thoughts on this AI technology in general. There is definitely a shift happening in the music industry. I guess that's it for today. I wish you guys a fantastic weekend, and I'll probably see you again next Friday. Have a great weekend, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye bye.